we have a couple of theories to give you today about the Charlie Kirk one. So this one is that this guy here had what they call a palm gun. So I don't know if you've ever seen a palm gun. They're circular, and it's got a little, and it fits in your palm. That's why I call it a palm gun. So a lot of people are saying this guy had a palm gun. So let's watch.
In America over the last 10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great. Great.
So did you see him? He went to pull up his sleeve, and that's exactly when you hear the, okay.
Great. Great. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Oh, that really looked like at that time. You know, there's probably 2 or 3 people in the crowd that have a gun.
Hang on.
Oh!
And then they say that you could see. So it looks like he's pretending to pull up his sleeve and he has a palm gun. That's what it looks like. And there's the bullet. That's what they're saying. Again, I cannot verify the veracity of these claims. I'm just showing you these are the theories that are out there. So here he is right here, standing right there. That's his sleeve already rolled up to his bicep, and he feels a need to roll it up even more, which is suspicious. And this is what the gun looks like.
Oh. This is your assassin right here, guys.
So do you see that?
Right. Assassin.
So what?
Assassin right here, guys. Right.
So it looks like that little scope thing is coming in between these 2 fingers right here. That's what it looks like. Again, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying this is a theory. And then he goes to pull up his sleeve, which is already pulled up past his bicep at the exact time Charlie Kirk gets shot.
Right here. It's unbelievable that people can watch this and say, no, you're just delusional, or no, you snorted cocaine, or...
So do you see
Who
this?
is this guy?
You're just...
So that looks... No, a lot of people are saying that looks like he's got a palm gun. That's what's... I'm not saying he does. I'm saying that's what people are saying.
Just stupid. Like, you can't see what I'm seeing. That is a palm gun. Now, you may not know what a palm gun is, but that is a palm gun. Look it up. That is a palm gun. You can see him squeeze it. You can see the recoil. Boom! And Charlie Kirk is dead. That is a palm gun. Boom! Charlie Kirk is dead.
So it's compelling. It's compelling video.
What about the other bullet video we watched last time?
So
that would look like it was behind him.
The one that, well, according to Candace Owen, there was no hole. She saw a video that nobody else has seen from the back, and she said there was no exit wound or entry wound in the back. So, and a lot of people are saying that that blood splatter was actually his earpiece that came off. We're going to get to that.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know how these work.
So
there's always 3 or 4 people in the crowd that have guns that are doing something.
Yes.
Hip-hop assassinations work the same way. They have somebody shoot guns off in the distance, everybody freaks out, and the real killer's right next to you. That's the thing they do in rap, all the way up to presidents, all the way to Charlie Kirk.
So Trinity says, don't forget this one. And then there's the man in the khaki green shirt that looks like he tucked something under his arm. Regardless, nobody is buying the official story. At 30-6 would have removed his entire head. So they're saying that this guy has a gun under his arm. This one is, I think, less credible.
In America over the last 10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
So they're saying that this guy has a gun under his armpit.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
So I don't. That's hard to believe. First of all, he's not. They say that, well, he could have in his glasses. They have these kind of devices that has a camera, so he can see in his glasses where he's pointing. That's what some people have said. Again, I can't. I'm not saying I'm saying this. I'm saying that's what people are saying. So these are 2 different theories. So those are 2 different theories. The palm gun one. I think it has some legs. I think this one has some legs.
Gang violence.
This is your assassin right here, guys. Right here. It's unbelievable that people can watch this and say, no, you're just delusional, or no, you snorted cocaine, or you're just stupid. Like, you can't see what I'm seeing. That is a palm gun.
So that is pretty compelling.
Who accused him of snorting cocaine when he showed this video? People say, you're snorting cocaine. Wouldn't that make you more alert to the palm gun?
So it's a palm gun. And
we know it's not what they told us.
And we're going to insert. So I want you to insert and post what a palm gun looks like right now. So show the palm gun, insert it, so we can get a picture of that online. What a palm gun. It's unfortunate it's not in here. What a palm gun looks like. We'll put it in post. Okay, and we have actually. There's one more theory that I think is actually more credible. The most credible theory. Like these are compelling. I don't know if they're credible. I don't know if they're true. But there's one more theory, and I'm going to show it to you next. But before I do, come see me in Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, and San Francisco, and Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. This is what a palm gun looks like, and that's what they're alleging that guy had in. This is what a cell phone gun looks like. Looks like a cell phone? It's a gun. All right, so this is the guy we should be looking at here. So he pulls out what a lot of people are saying is a cell phone gun. So they make cell phone guns. They marketed them like this is 10-year-old technology. It's not new. But I think they stopped making them like 4 or 5 years ago. But they made these things called cell phone guns. It looked like a cell phone, but it was a gun. So watch this.
Counting gang violence.
Great.
So do you see him pull? So he pulls the gun out, and he pulls out his cell phone, and he does this. He has it with two hands, and he does this twice. Like, what is that? So let's watch it again.
In America over the last 10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence.
Great.
So you saw that, right?
Yeah, it's a weird motion.
So that's pretty compelling. So let's watch this again.
In America over the last 10 years.
Counting or not.
So there he is. He pulls his cell phone out. He's got it with both hands. And then he does this.
Counting gang violence.
Great.
It's almost simultaneous. So that's why some people are saying that this guy was the shooter. Now, Kurt says they have, on an operation like this, they're going to have multiple shooters. They certainly had,
Sirhan.
And they had that guy look. They had that guy look like Sirhan.
Or JFK probably got shot by a guy
in the grassy
driving
knoll
or some shit like that. Yeah.
And so, what? So that's very suspicious that he would have boom like that.
Well, it's there on purpose, Jimmy, because for this to be a public display, that means, and I saw the footage of him getting shot, which I avoided, but I had to see it for some reason. So this is a message to the masses. They wanted everyone to see this public execution, the perpetrators of it. When you do something like this, you have a number of people on the ground to create distractions and false leads, like the guy who said, "Kill me, I did it," and then they found CP on his phone. Remember that?
Yeah.
They didn't find it. He said he had it on his phone. And he said that probably so they'd have to hold him and he couldn't talk to anyone, is my guess. So this is an operation involving a lot of people. Who's Charlie Kirk's security team? Are they Israeli? That should be the main question.
So this is the palm gun.
Gang violence.
Great.
There you have it, guys. We're going to watch this back one more time.
Counting gang violence.
Great.
Unbelievable, guys. Let's go back and take a look what happened here. I want you to pay close attention to this man is staring downwards off into nothingness at the floor to his right. He's just literally staring off into nothingness. Now, the nuance I want you to be aware of is this man is Charlie Kirk's paid security guy. He is supposed to be watching the crowd. He's supposed to be watching the people out in the crowd, trying to identify any potential threat that could come to this man right here, Charlie Kirk. That's what his job is supposed to be. Instead, he's staring down into nothingness. Why? Well, maybe he's nervous, excited. He's got his adrenaline running. He knows he's about to get the signal to murder this man right here, Charlie Kirk. So let's take a look. He's staring down off into nothingness. Notice here his left arm is somewhat relaxed and bent slightly. That will remain bent. His left arm will remain with a slight bend in it. And he will continue to look off into nothingness until he gets the signal to take the shot. at which time you will see this arm go completely straight, like he's setting up a block, and at the same time, he turns his head for the very first time to look at Charlie and acquire his target. He will then lift his fist, his right-handed fist, which is containing and concealing what's called a palm pistol, like this one right here. And that palm pistol will be aimed, I'm assuming, at Charlie Kirk's center mass, where he then squeezes the palm pistol, fires the round, and murders Charlie Kirk. Let's take a look at this. Well, we'll take a look at it full speed here again. Take a look, so now that you know what to look for.
We're not counting gang violence.
Great.
Boom. He just murdered Charlie Kirk. That man just murdered Charlie Kirk. So let's take a look, guys. He's staring down into nothingness. His left arm is slightly bent. He's now going to get ready to straighten that left arm. And if you notice that when he straightens that left arm, he also turns to look at Charlie for the very first time. At the same time that arm goes straight, he turns to acquire the target with his eyes. You notice he's starting to turn towards Charlie, somewhat with a kind of an evil grin on his face as well. And then you see the fist. You see that closed fist right there? That closed fist contains what's called a palm pistol or something similar. It's a device that fires a projectile.
So that's what a palm pistol looks like right there. Can you see that? Circular, it looks like a big watch, and then it's got a barrel right here. And then
Like a zip gun.
And then the trigger is right there. Is that what they call a zip gun?
Well, it's like a gun, like a homemade gun that you make. But that's a sophisticated one.
So this is very sophisticated. So here's the trigger. This
like
is
a little Derringer, but
this is the gun, and then that's the. Okay, ready? So that's what he's saying is happening.
Palm pistol is going to fire the projectile, I'm assuming towards center mass. Now it may have hit him directly in the neck, or as he was aiming towards center mass, it apparently may have struck the man's, Charlie Kirk, the cross hanging off his neck and ricocheted up into his neck. Now that would make sense, as we did see his shirt bounce upward in front of his face before we saw the wound. Now apparently, as the bullet ricocheted upwards towards the neck, if it struck the cross also apparently shot downwards between Charlie's legs. So the cross went that way, the bullet went that way. That is the theory. Either way, that's neither here nor there. He was probably aiming for center mass, which would be here. He may have misjudged and it hit him directly in the neck, or more than likely what appears to have happened, it hit the cross, the metal cross on Charlie's neck, ricocheted into the neck, while the cross shot down between his legs.
So that's the cross going that
Now
way.
let's take a look as we go a little further. So that's the palm pistol right there, guys. We don't want that tool. We want the brush. That is the palm pistol right there, guys. Now I want you to take a look as we magnify that, just so you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about here. Let's magnify that way up. So that's the palm pistol right there. Let's zoom in on that. You can see the space between the middle finger and the ring finger, all right, guys? The barrel of the palm pistol protrudes out between the middle finger and the ring finger right there. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And let's continue on. What you're going to see is you're going to see the assassin squeeze the palm pistol, firing around, striking Charlie right there, guys. You can see Charlie jerk. He gets hit. It may have ricocheted off the cross up into his neck. It may have hit him directly in the neck. I don't know. I can't tell. Either way, that's where the shot came from, guys. The shot came from right here, right there. Let's take a look. Boom. There's the shot. Charlie Kirk then takes his place in the kingdom of God. Now watch that fist, guys. That palm pistol containing fist now is going down behind the left arm. Watch this region right here. This is where he's going to hide the palm pistol. You ready for this, guys? Watch this. You'll see his hand be shoved or shoving the palm pistol into that left tricep area right there, guys. Do you see that?
He's saying right
Right
here.
there.
Right there, underneath his
The palm pistol is being hidden in that tricep area. Right there. His hand then comes out from under his armpit. Empty-handed, guys. Do you see that? There's no more palm pistol. There's no more fist. He then puts the hand on the rail, leaps the rail, and comes to Charlie Kirk's aid. Now that you know what to look for, let's watch this video in regular speed.
We're not counting gang violence.
Great.
Wow.
And one
We're
more
not
time.
counting gang violence.
Great.
All right, let's slow it down slightly here. Let's slow it
We're
down
not
half speed.
counting gang.
Let's take a look at this at half
We're
speed.
not counting gang violence.
Great.
He definitely.
Really, you have time to scratch your armpit when somebody just got shot in front of you?
Here's his security.
It really looks like he's putting something in his sleeve there.
And I could see the earpiece in Charlie's ear as well, by the way.
So it really looks like. So really, after a shot, you you just don't go like this. You go, wait a minute, I have an itch over here. That's pretty compelling.
There you have it, guys. That man right there is the assassin. A 22-year-old kid is being railroaded by the government.
So again, these are all very compelling theories.
Well, it's not the lone nut. The lone nut, I encourage everybody to look up Colonel Prouty talking about why, when they do these assassinations, they need a lone nut. Because with a lone nut, you don't have to look into who's behind it.
Right.
They're crazy. So that's why there's always a diary.
Right.
And there's always a stupid, like, this. They all don't make any sense now, and that's by design. The lone nut thing, you got to forget that was ever a thing, because that's never been a thing.
And
it's always this.
And let me show you this guy one more time. Looks like he has what they call a cell phone gun. He does something. It's weird. It's not super compelling as that last thing I just showed you, but watch this.
10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
All right, so no, that's the guy. So that's just a different.
That looked like he was squeezing a goddamn palm gun there.
Yes, it did. So here's the one I want to tell. Here's what I'm talking about. The guy in the white shirt.
In America.
So watch.
Over the last 10 years.
Counting or not?
He pulls up a cell phone. He holds it with both hands and then does this twice. Watch this.
Counting gang violence.
Great.
Like he goes like this at the exact time the bullet rings out. Boom. So who knows what he was doing? You want to watch that again?
In America, over the last 10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great. In America, over the
Less
last
compelling.
10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
It looks like the first time it didn't fire. If it's a cell, I mean, I'm just saying, that's weird, right? That he did that twice? Who grabs a cell phone out of their pocket like that and then goes at the exact moment, at the exact moment? Again, I'm not saying, I think what Kurt is saying is very most likely true. There were several assassins in the crowd.
Well, they know they're on camera. This is a state, just like the Trump shooting, where CNN, for some reason, is suddenly covering Trump again after they cut him off on their own program.
Right.
They cut him off. But they're going to cover his speech in Butler,
Pennsylvania.
So you're meant to see this shit. Of course, they know there's cameras. You just got to have like the idiot that goes, shoot me, it was me, that happened to be at 9/11 in the marathon thing. This is a community. It takes a village to put this together. So you're going to have a bunch of things to muddy the water. Of course. The mafia does it. Cartels do it. Do you think the government doesn't have that technology? Or do you think Israel doesn't? Or anybody that has an interest in killing somebody?
So that's I'm gonna here turn off the So just watch what this guy does. That's weird, right? Doesn't it look like he's shooting a gun? It looks like he's shooting a gun to me.
See, the important thing is to do it in Utah, where, as you remember, Vem Miller, who he just did my show too, got stitched up by a corrupt sheriff.
Yeah.
As a possible. Utah is notorious for, we need to get something done, to cover something up. That's where you go. That's a great place to go for that. I would say Colorado's probably good too.
So this guy here.
In America, over the last 10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Does that make you think that it's that he's pulling out of his pants? Because it looks like he tries to fire it and it didn't work, and then he does it extra hard the second time.
Well, luckily the palm gun guy was there in case.
Luckily the palm gun guy was
that
there.
didn't work.
Yeah. Come see me on tour in Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco, Melbourne, Australia, Sydney, Australia, Brisbane, Burbank, California the day after Thanksgiving, and Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.